name is Ssl. I am here invited by Partnership Realty. I am delighted to be here with you today. We're going to talk a little bit about leads today, about internet, websites. I have a lot of packages and a lot of things in store for you. One of the things that I do for a living is that I'm a brand graphic designer. I do manage social media, and I am a specialist on social media and websites. And that's actually why, the reason why Partnership Florida invited me here to talk to you guys, to dig a little bit more in all the things related to leads and how to get leads, how to get connected to your clients, to potential clients, buyers and sellers online. So one more time, the reason why we are going to talk for the next 45, 50 minutes is to get you into the leads market. That's what we want to. That's all that we are here for. And in these times, with the pandemic and with everything going online, we have to depend big on social media. We have to depend big on all the digital marketing tools. Like, come on, now all your presentations, your showings are all about video live. Like, more than ever, I'm a super fan on statistics, and if you see the numbers of what's going on the internet, on social media, on Google, it's amazing how it's growing up, how all these customers, all these potential customers, you know, all these potential leads, home buyers and sellers out there are connected to the internet right now. Like, more than ever, it has grown more than 30%. They're not only millennials who are now connected looking for homes, but also Generation X have grown actually around 40% now. It's just unbelievable, the amount of people that is connected that wanted to see more. So how are we going to reach them? That's exactly what we're going to learn today on our presentation on how to get leads on the internet through or digital tools. So let's get started. First, the question, where does leads come from? Where do the leads come from? Like, how do we get them? Where do they come from is the main question, right? Well, we have to start by asking ourselves, where do potential customers come from? And that's very easy. Like, we all understand and we know that once you become a realtor, your first customers are going to be friends, family, right? Referrals, because your friends and your family start referring you business. And then what? Then what we do? Well, it's all about a circle of influence. One more time, it starts with you and it starts growing up to your family, your friends, right? Their referrals, and then it's like a span over something else. There is no one realtor out there that can work and be successful just based on friends and family and whatever their friends and family refer them to. Like, that's not good enough business. You will have to go out and start looking for more. You will have to grow your circle of influence, because unless you are like an influencer on social media and your friends are more than 3,000 or 4,000 people, that's not going to work so easily. So it's good to get you started, but then you're going to definitely need to grow. So what do we do next? Well, we need to figure out where the other leads come from. Like, how do I get to them, right? Very good. So they come from the internet. All the other leads come from the internet, but that's not news. You know that if you want to get leads, you may pay Ssl to get you leads. You can pay Realtor.com to get you leads. There is a lot of different platforms and services out there that can give you leads, right? They are all in the internet. They capture this potential buyer or seller information, and they sell it to you, right? That's what they do. So, but what is internet? Like, let's understand internet. Like that big word that everybody thinks they know. Internet is not as easy as it looks like. Internet is a little bit more complicated, guys, that just turn it on and get connected, Wi-Fi, done. So what is it there? Like, how do we understand internet? Well, it's very simple. Internet, in another word, is Google. And yes, there are other search explorers available with a 3% margin or 1% margin. Internet is Google, and that's it, period. There is not something else in the market. If you want to find something, you're going to Google it. OK, let's just assume that you have a client that is moving to Coral Springs, right? That happens to be my farming area, because I'm a realtor, too. So good, we are in Coral Springs. And then this client says, you know, Esti, we love the place. But we are very deep into Korean food. We love Korean food. If we don't have a Korean restaurant nearby, I'm just not going to be able to live here. And you have never, ever know anything about Korean except for my Taekwondo teacher, instructor, my daughter, Taekwondo teacher, instructor, that's Korean. That's all I know about Korea in Coral Springs. So how do I solve the problem? What I'm going to tell him? Well, I just don't know about any place, you know. You never do that. You will pick up your phone, and you will say, like, give me 1 second, Korean restaurants on Google, nearby, 5 miles around, and boom. These are all the Korean restaurants around. Do you want me to send you the link? Like, that's it. That's how you solve it, right? So did you went online to find out? Yes. You just went into your phone and find out. What did you do to do that? How did you get there? Through Google. Well, it's no different, that example, from a home buyer or a seller looking for a realtor to sell their property or looking for a property. They will go on Google. But people don't start. This is what you don't know yet, when you may not know yet. People don't start looking for properties right away. I have found out that to really understand buyers and sellers, you have to talk to them through their needs. What is it that they want? What is it that they're looking for? It's a totally different idea. When you sell a property, right? When you're selling a property, you want to find buyers for that property. You are so focused on getting buyers for that new listing you had. That's amazing. But how do you talk to them? That's the question. How do you connect with them is the question. Okay? And you do that through offering resources. We're going to get there. We're going to talk more about that. So let's see an example. Let's see how Google works for you when you're actually on the internet offering resources. OK, so production, I'm going to work on the computer in front of me right here. And I'm going to show you how this works. OK, so we have a Google search, right? And we're going to Google, for example, how to buy a home. Because let's just imagine, I don't know, I just moved to the States, Florida. We know Florida, the whole Florida, is the Latin American capital. Have somebody read that before or heard that before? Yeah, we have everybody's here, right? So no matter for where they come, they will come, we know, and they will start asking, OK, what do I do to buy a house? And they will go Google, and they will say, how to buy a home. And as soon as they ask that question, this is what happened on Google. Look, how to buy a house. Look at this. These are Google answers. And you see this little ad word here in the corner? These are actually ads that other realtors and loan officers have paid to be here. Okay? They're offering resources. They're talking to that potential home buyer, asking for questions. Then you will find more information down here, like different blogs, different sites talking about real estate, talking about how to get a home, videos. So important to do videos nowadays, because if you give them what they want, they will go to you. They will see you as the expert, right? More home buying process, 7 steps to buy a home. These kind of things bring people's attention. 3 things you need to know to buy a house. 7 steps to the process of home buying. Okay? Then people will say, oh, only 7 steps. Let me see what it is. And they will go to the website to see who is giving that information. And they will connect with you just because you helped them figure it out. You see, it's not actually, everything starts here. It's not telling you, come and see all the 3 homes available in Coral Springs. No, I wasn't ready for see homes yet. I need to know, what do I need to do to be able to buy a house? I may be renting for the last 3 months, and 3 years, and have no idea if I'm, actually able to buy a house or not. How do I find out? And I don't want to call a realtor and ask the question, but I will go online on Google and ask the question. And that's what's interesting. That is actually where you come to play. Because what happens when somebody, right, searches on Google? Like, follow me. This is what's going to happen. I finally decided I may want to buy a house. And right now I'm renting. Let's just imagine this is a scenario. I'm renting. I've been renting for the last 3 years. Finally decided it's time to move. I know I love the area where I'm moving. I think I'm ready, but I need to figure it out. I need to start moving through the right direction. Good. I search for schools because I have a little girl. I will search for commute. I will search the community. I will search activities around the area I want to live in. I will try to figure it out, if the supermarket I like is nearby the neighborhood I like. And all these questions are through Google. I will go Google and ask all those questions. Before I even go to Zillow to find homes or to talk to a realtor, I'm not ready to talk to a realtor, and you have to put yourself on the home seller and the home buyer shoes. And it won't be ready. How many of you complain every day for having clients that are not ready to buy? Most of you complain about that. Or losing time because it wasn't pre-qualified, or losing time because the buyer wasn't ready. But if you're offering resources, you're going to get them ready. And by the time they're ready, they will have you as the expert on the back of their mind. You are the one talking to them, telling them what is it that they need to do. So this is how the process works, right? You come to Google and you ask a question. And you say, okay, let's talk about Coral Springs, my farming area, one more time. And I'm going to say, I'm going to move to Coral Springs. And first question coming to mind. And I say, okay, so I need to know about Coral Springs schools because I have a daughter. And if I move to Coral Springs, I need to know everything about schools in the area. Which are the best schools? Where are they located? So then, I can find the zip codes assigned to that school, and then I can start my search. I don't want to fall in love with a house that is not going to be near that school because no matter what I do, the school is not going to let me, get in there. I need to know about the school first, no matter what. That beautiful house is out of the zip code. It won't work for me. So you see what's going on? I need to know more about the school first. Good. An investigation process occurs in this potential buyer right here. And then what do? How you start talking to that potential buyer when he don't even realize he needs you yet. But you can start talking to him or her. And how you do that? You do that through the resources. Offering the resources and the material they're looking for. Giving them tips. And say, what about, imagine you as a realtor talking of your farming area, the best schools in the area. And the rating on the schools in the area, the special programs for swimming lessons in the schools in your area. Good. Then you're being very specific, and you're talking to these potential clients in a one-to-one when they wasn't really even ready to talk to you. But you got there because you were giving them the information. They will search for you right away, because it doesn't matter who comes first. In my country, we don't know what came first, the egg or the chicken, right? We just don't know. I don't know if there is a reframe in English that is similar to that. We just sometimes don't know how they're going to find you first. On the internet, on social media, they might find you in any of those places, but the thing is, that social media and internet and your website will work together. And it's like a marriage couple. Your webpage and your social media have to be connected. And only one won't be enough. Your website is your online presence. Your most important online presence is your marketing, your main marketing. And then your social media will be your validation, will be the place where other people can see what other people think of you. Because think it that way. On your website, you say what you want to say. On social media, everybody intervenes, you know, and you have likes and comments and stuff. So social media validates just because of that, because of the interaction of your customers and your friends and your clients on your social media profiles. Social media is not good enough by itself if you don't have a website. When it's time to get serious and capture the lead capture mostly do not occur on social media. Lead capture occurs on your website because you have lead capture tools. Can I capture leads on social media? Yes, you can. It might not be as effective and as fast as on your website. But the way to think of it is having your website and your social media connected, then you're going to be able to reach to every single potential lead out there. How we do that? Because you have marketing tools. You will have lead capture tools that will help you get your clients' information. But they're not going to give you their information just because what a nice profile picture you have. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to happen because you offer something. You give them the list of schools available in the area, and they were then connected to you. You offer them a free market report, and they will say, oh, this is exactly what I need to know more about the city. Boom, they connected to you. They leave you the information, it becomes a lead, okay? That's how it works. So let's just wrap it up. What that means. All this means that your real estate website, because you do need one at this point, that's clear, right? You need a website, and your real estate website is your primary presence on the internet. That's it. It's your business card online. It's your profile image. It's your whole persona online. And that's actually what you have to work first. A lot of people tell me, because I teach classes at Gold Coast and I teach other realtors how to do social media, and a lot of them start and ask me, okay, Esti, where do I start? Like, what do I do first? And come on, guys, I do teach social media, and I don't tell you to start on social media. I tell you to start with your web page, because that's the first thing. Well, believe it or not, some realtors may tell me, okay, I'm ready for a website, and I haven't handed out the license yet. So, of course, you have to hand up your license, okay? Perfectly, or most of you will be ready at Realty, Partnership Realty, and then what you're going to do? You have your license, you pay for the association, and then you have your website page. Then you have your web page. At the same time that you order your business cards, that I'm going to tell you why not to order them anymore, maybe. At the same time, you order your web page, because that's you telling the world, I'm a realtor now. Before you even go to Facebook to say, I got my license, your website comes first. Because imagine this, you go to your Facebook and you tell all your friends, I'm a realtor, I just got my license. And what about one of the friends says, oh, I was looking to buy homes on Boca. Can you show me homes? And you don't have a web page to show them. So you see, you need a web page. If you want to start doing business and announce to the world that you're ready to go into real estate, you need a web page. Okay, so here comes the question. How do I know what web page to choose? How do I know how to get started? How do I know if the web page I have is good enough? Like, how do I know? Like, then a lot of questions start going on. It's okay if I use my broker web page? Is it okay? Like, I work with another realtor at the time. Can I use his web page? Yeah, a lot of questions come up. You are your own business. You are under your broker umbrella, but you are your own business. You have to have your own website. That's it. Okay, we have to understand, before we even go further on what kind of web page you need, we need to understand that there are two kinds of websites. There are two different kinds of websites for realtors. And this is going to be very easy. This is only two. Well, sometimes I see 3 or 4 different kinds, very weird websites that I have come across. That's unbelievable, the kind of things that you see out there. But let's understand websites as two kinds. It will be the page of a real estate agent that is a seller, or the page of a real estate agent that is a specialist. So the question is, which one are you? Are you a specialist or are you a seller? Like, which one? Most of you, all the time, on my training, on my classes, most of you reply, we are both. And no, guys. You're automatically, by default, all sellers. Because that's what you do. When you get your license, you become a real estate seller. You become an agent, and you're ready to sell. So yes, it's common logic that you will think, I sell houses. Right? You become a seller. That's automatically done. But what do we learn when we go to school to learn about real estate? That we are the blank in the area. What is that blank? We are the experts. So in order to be an expert, you have to become a specialist. You have to know everything that there is about your farming area. So I don't say, I sell Coral Springs. No, I don't do that. I say, I am an expert in Coral Springs. I specialize in all things Coral Springs. And if I don't know something, I find out. I am in constant training on my farming area. And that's what you want to be recognized as. You don't want to be another realtor in West Palm Beach. You don't want that. What will make you different from all the other realtors in the area? Why you? Because you are the expert. So between being recognized as a seller or being recognized as a specialist or as the expert, what would you do? Well, what would you prefer? I know I prefer to be the expert. But to be the expert, I cannot just call myself an expert. I have to be an expert for real. And how do we do that? That's a good question. Okay, so let's imagine 2 potential personas here. Let's try to identify yourself on those 2 messages. One say, I convey confidence when I offer resources and I answer questions about what the client needs. Who's talking? The seller or the specialist? If you're providing answers, if you're giving resources, if you're being helpful, you are a specialist. You are the expert. It's very easy. The seller just sells. The other one say, I convey confidence when I reflect what I want to sell and what I need to say. Okay, one of you remember, this is just a little side note. I remember my dad telling me, Esti, it's not about what you want to give, because I always had trouble buying presents. Every time I have to buy a present, I freak out. It's like, no, I just don't have it. I have no idea what to buy. Today, to the date, most of you don't know this, but to the date, I asked my husband for 3 or 4 things that he would like to get for Father's Day, Christmas, or his birthday. I just not good at choosing presents. And the problem is, in my case, that it's very hard for me to achieve an amazing response, a super 100%, satisfaction goal, if I just don't know what he wants. And he will sit down with me and tell me, well, Esti, I like this, and I would like, and I saw this online the other day, and he started giving me tips. He never knows where I'm coming from, but at least he's feeding me. And I know him for more than 25 years, so it's not about if I know him or not. My father used to say, you have to be And when you give presents away, you have to be in their shoes. You have to be on that side and then choose the present. You cannot choose whatever you want to give. Oh, I saw this. I think of you. It made me happy to give you this. That doesn't work because it's you choosing for somebody else. When you do something for somebody else in real estate, for your buyers or your sellers, you have to think as the buyer and as the seller. So it's not about the house that you want to sell. No. It's about what your buyers wants to buy. So when you change that chip, when you start thinking as a specialist, as a professional expert on real estate, then you start talking their language. When I moved to Coral Springs, did you know we have the best swim schools in the area? Like, we all swimmers here. We don't have beach, but it doesn't matter. We all are swimmers in Coral Springs. The best swimming schools in the Florida are in Coral Springs. And we start talking about what it makes us different. And if there is a home buyer around hearing me, and they have 2 kids that want to go into swimming, guess what? They're calling me because I'm talking to them. And that's exactly what you have to do. You start talking about what makes your area different. Why are you special? Why the product that you have is not the listing only. It's not a property only. Your product is your farming area. That's your product. All your farming area, all your community is a product. Your parks, your city, your neighborhood, that's your product. And you don't sell a neighborhood. You don't sell a community. You sell a property. All the other things, it doesn't become in your contract. You cannot assure them they're going to meet happy families in a real estate contract, right? It doesn't go there. But you can tell them all the things that are included. And what's happening in Coral Springs, for example, every December, we have this amazing show. And we close 3 or 4 streets. And we do it in Halloween, too. Like, oh, my God, I never experienced Halloween before the way I do it now, for example. And that's because I'm talking to them as the things they might want to get. So, again, let's try to refresh. The seller gets web pages that show only listings, that show properties, new constructions, everything for sale, right? Do not share information relevant to the process of buying or selling a property. They only offer properties on the MLS. Why the ice cream guy? Very simple. Let me tell you why. You won't have a conversation with the ice cream guy. You go, you buy an ice cream at a sun. You're not going to stand there and ask him, how did he do ice creams? Like, more than ask him how many flavors he have, or maybe spending 5 minutes on choosing the kind of flavor you want to try, that's the whole scenario around an ice cream could be more than just an ice cream flavor. And so we're not sellers. We're not talking about properties only. We have so much more to cover. So the specialists, on the other hand, will have web pages that allow clients to connect with potential customers, to offer content. Keyword here, guys, like resources. I'm going to teach you one thing today, and it's to be resourceful. Give them what they need. Be the specialist. Of course, you have to be connected to the MLS, and you have to show properties, and you have to be able to see all new developments in the area and display all the things that you have for sale. Of course you do. Because anyway, we want a commission, right? And we want to earn a commission, and we love real estate, but we want to make a living out of it. Of course, you have to sell and close deals. So your web page has to have that portion of the package. But in order to get deals, you have to talk to your clients in their language, offering resources. So, what is the ultimate goal? I ask this question usually, and as soon as I ask the question, people say, to sell, and no. And then I start over my whole presentation from the beginning, and I say, you weren't listening to me, so we're going to start over to page number 1. Your main goal is not to sell. Your main goal is to connect. The sell is secondary. The sell is a consequence of your connection, of the trust that you generate. You generate trust. You create a connections, sales will come. That's how it works. So you want to sell, that's not your goal. Your goal is to make the sale happen through the connection with your community. So what's your goal? Connect. Connect with your community. Connect with your audience, with potential home buyers and home sellers. Connect to them, and sales will come. So, what is it that we need in order to connect with them? We need content. And where are we going to promote content? Like, where are we going to put all this information? Well, we need a website, that as I say at the beginning. And this is just a list of a couple of things that I think a website should have. If you do have a website right now, it's a perfect time to start your checklist. And just check and tell me which many of these you have already. Okay, so your real estate website, remember, is your presence online. It's like your business card. So you have to have IDX connection. One more time. Yes, we need the seller part. Check. You have to have the properties. Doesn't matter if you're a brand new agent, by the way, because you can always display your broker listings. Your broker may have a lot of listings already there, and if you don't have any, you anyway can display your office listings on your website. So check mark. You display properties. And you also display a database of real estate developments, all the developments that you want to work with. By the way, I'm going to make a parenthesis here and tell you, do not start promoting like crazy all developers in Florida. Like you're not going to go to Orlando to show up a property in Orlando, right? Choose your developers carefully. Choose what is it that you want to be identified with them. Go visit the developer. Have your own opinion about the developer. Take the pictures, take the videos. All this is different. It makes your website more colorful and your social media more colorful because you were there. When you promote a developer, you have to have a connection with that developer. Don't forget that. That's very important. Written content, of course. I show you on Google, right? At this point, every one of you should have a note on their phone or notepad that says, write about how to sell a house. A guide of 5 steps to sell my house faster. And a 5-step PDF guide to buy a home in Florida, in Miami, Doral, whatever you want it to be. More specific, the better. You have to talk about your farming area when you write content. Some people relate to you. I don't believe in those realtors that say, oh, no, I do all Florida. Yes, your license is for all Florida that allow you to move around, but you're not going to be a Florida specialist. You're going to be a specialist in your farming area. So focus on your farming area. Responsive. Responsive means that you can see it in your phone, in your iPad, in your computer, on the TV, on the Apple TV. Wherever you see it, it will adapt and it will be perfect. That's what responsive means. You cannot have a website that looks beautiful in a computer and it doesn't show on the phone. And in your iPhone, just look very small and texts are like 3 points. That's not going to work. You have to be responsive. You have to look and adapt perfectly to any screen, no matter which device. Commercial properties. That's something that a lot of web pages providers out there are failing into. You know why? Because they don't read the commercial part of the MLS. They only read the residential. And what happened with commercial? There is a lot of opportunity out there in commercial market. And guess what? It's not here in my presentation, but you have to have feature properties too. You have to be able to add properties. But if it's in the MLS, why I want to add it? Well, I will give you an example. What about you visited that developer, and that developer told you this house is going out of the market? A sale just felt, it wasn't closed, and we're going to put it on the market back into the market in maybe 30 days. Do you want to promote it? I give you rights. Or what about a friend of you says, for sale by owner? I will give it to you for sale, but I won't sign a contract until you bring me you do the first showing. I have to see what you do. Well, go list it on your website, show him all the things that you can do, show him how you can move that property on the social media and move it around. Or maybe, right, you are from partnership broker, and you call me and say, Esti, I want to promote your listings. And we belong to different brokers. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to give you the authorization to promote my listing on your website. But you don't want it to list it with my information. You want it to list it with another information. Or maybe my property is in the Orlando MLS, in another MLS that's different than you. So you always have to have, there's a lot of different scenarios I can give you. But you want to have the option that if it's not you cannot find it on the MLS, on your search, you have to be able to add properties too. That easy, okay? As feature property, business opportunities or commercial opportunities, you have to be able to add those. Okay. Your website, on the other hand, that's another checklist, checklist number 2, have to help you build your brand. Brand is all about your business. And your digital brand marketing is all online. You have to be able to bring your brand online. What are we going to do? Well, you need SEO tools. In a normal language translation means that your page needs to have all the tools inserted for people, home buyers and home sellers, find you online. You have to have SEO tools on your page. Your page needs to be indexed. What indexed means? Means that when somebody searches for how to find a house or how to buy a house in Florida, Google will know about your publication, about your article on your web page, and will show and display that article. For Google to know that you have that content, your page needs to have SEO tools. That's what SEO tools means. Automatic emails. I highly recommend it. It's not necessary 100%. Like, there's a lot of other products out there, to be honest with you. But is it not great when you have everything on the same place and you don't have to go and log in 10 different sites to do one thing? So a web page that helps you actually send emails and keep track of your clients, that's nice. That's a plus. Buying and selling guides. Yes, because those are resources for free. The 5 steps that we were talking about, 5 steps to buy a house, that's a PDF that they can download from your page. You're going to charge them nothing. The only way that they pay for that PDF is where their information. You say, okay, give me your name, your email, and your phone number, and you can download the PDF here. A lot of different ways. You can do more than that. You can do free neighborhood reports. Go to the RPR. That's an app. Okay, you can download that app from your phone. It's RPR. And you can download a lot of different reports. Download that report at least every 3 months and make yourself into your web page a downloadable PDF that people can go search and download from their website, right? From your website, and you get their information back. So you start building leads. Potential customer, potential buyers. If I go to your website, and I say, I want to know more about selling a house. I'm not ready to sell. My husband don't want to sell. Don't call me tomorrow to tell me if I'm ready. My husband is not ready, but I want to know what I need to do in order to get ready. So you come to me and say, I have a PDF. I have a 5-step PDF that help you get ready to sell your house. Okay, so what do I need to get it? And you say, I need your phone number, your email, and your full name. That's it. I give you my information, you give me the PDF. That's it. And then what happens? What happens is that I'm now a lead, a potential lead, into his platform, on his website. And he's going to send me emails and reminders and more information, another 3 steps, best advices for sellers. Get ready to do this. What about selling in your area? Like what you need to know. And he's going to feed me with information to the point where I say, okay, this guy is amazing. He just, sent me so much information about it that when I finally ready to sell the house, I say, okay, we need a realtor. Let me call the guy that has been sending me emails for the last 3 months. Because I was there, he was there. We made a connection. By the time I'm ready, all I'm hearing is his voice in the back telling me all I need to know to sell my house. Do you think that I'm going to just then open my phone or go to another place? Or it won't work that way. There is a connection, there is a relation, there is trust. He's been giving me information. I maybe send him a couple of texts. He answered back, and that's something going on. That's important that you build that kind of relationships through free material on your webpage. Virtual tours and landing pages. The virtual tours is a thing that I love that idea. You should have heard me like a year ago talking at Gold Coast about virtual tours. And how to go live on Facebook and do an open house live on Facebook. And people laugh at me and say, come on, Esti, live open houses? And I say, yes, bring everyone that doesn't want to actually go to a live open house. And now what? Now that's all you're doing, because since the pandemic, all we have is live open houses. Nobody's going to open houses anymore except for specific appointments, and you have to do the open house as a video, as a live open house, and the walkthroughs are recorded, right? And wouldn't it be nice to have virtual tools inserted into your webpage that you can promote on Facebook? Okay, I have a live showing Saturday at 9 a.m. and you just need to go into my website and see the show. I will be live, like my own YouTube channel, my own transmission from my website. That's great. That sounds super professional. It's like, oh my God, she has her own channel. Yeah, it's just a tool. Those are tools. Can you do live from Facebook already? Yeah, but Facebook should be transmitting live. Your page should be transmitting live. Instagram should be transmitted, like everything should be connected. And that's the point. You have to have all these things connected. Google My Business integration. We're going to talk about Google My Business another day, but Google My Business is just a must. There is no place for a recommendation anymore. You have to be on Google My Business. And that's it, period. There's no option for you. Ask your broker how to set up your Google My Business account and do that today. And then remember that you have to integrate it with your website. You have to. Because Google needs to know you are a realtor. And Google My Business is the tool that helps you do that. And social media integration. Okay, everybody, listen. It's very easy. Your web page creates content. You share this content on social media. People from social media will click on that content, and where will they go? Back to your page. This is a circle. It's an ecosystem, and it works together. So it doesn't matter if they see it on the social media or if they saw it first on your website through Google. Thing is, website and social media works together. One more time. Doesn't matter who comes first. You create content in order to share that content on social media and drive traffic from social media to your webpage. That's the goal. Traffic. Because leads don't come being leads from the beginning. Leads are traffic first. Traffic convert into leads. So to drive traffic to your website, you share content, valuable information on your website, share on your social media. And then the traffic that wants the information goes to your webpage, and you capture them through the tools on your webpage that allow you to get their information, to get their phone numbers, their email, and then it goes into your database and your CRM. That's how it works. And you can do all of that without Ssl or Truly or anything else. You can do that yourself. That's all you need, a web page and your social media setup, working together in an ecosystem. talking to your clients all the time. That's it. And social media is free. What is not free is the promotions that you have to pay Facebook or Instagram. But I am one of the ones that says, one time, social media is going to start charging you for having a Facebook account, because like everybody made money on Facebook and Instagram. It's because it's everybody there. People don't go to the malls anymore. They are on social media. They buy online. Like I always said that we were about to change, that the world was changing. So guess what? It already changed. The numbers speak for themselves. Look into the NAR numbers. Look into the facts and the percentages of how many people is actually connected to social media. You will be impressed of the amount of people connected to social media, buyers and sellers. And it's just amazing the way it will blow your mind to see how many people is actually there on social media. You get more resource for posting and paying $20 on Facebook and promote an article to drive traffic to your webpage than if you pay for a stand in a mall, the most busy mall in the world without COVID, doesn't matter. If you pay for that stand in a weekend, you won't get the same results. Because social media is already there. They don't have to get dressed, they don't have to drive, they don't have to do anything but open their phone. And that's it, you're talking to them. So, Threadless, this is my favorite one, because this one is the ones that help you somehow be seen as the specialist, right? It's all about compliance and service integration. You have to have the WhatsApp and the SMSs. Imagine looking at a website and having the WhatsApp button right there to call you. They don't have to copy or memorize the phone number to then type it on their phone. That's not going to happen. There's a button there to send you a WhatsApp message. There's a button there to send you a text or call you. You have to have the video conference system. Well, we recommend it, not that you need it. There is a lot of video conference systems one more time out there. So everybody's using Zoom. But it wouldn't be great that your webpage have that too? Like your own thing, one more time, everything on the same place. ADA compliance is very important, and FRED compliance is very important because your page should be in compliance all the time. ADA means that all people with limitations can see and interact with your web page without problems. And since you are a realtor, you received that email a few weeks ago saying that it's mandatory. Yeah, well, be sure that you already have a web page that is on ADA compliance. And the second thing that it has to be is FRED compliance. You all study to get your license, so you know that your web page, for example, has to display all the information about your broker, all the address of your broker, phone numbers of the office, like those are regulations that you have to follow when you do marketing and publicity online. So be sure that you have that no matter what website you have. And Ssl integration. Okay, Ssl integration, did it happen to you once that you went into a website and say, hey, this website is not secure? You know, when it tells you that warning that says that the website might not be secure, it's because that person didn't pay for SSL. SSL is just a secure, you know, icon that shows and displays that your site is safe. That's all what it means. Okay, so let's talk about the e-card. Remember about the first thing that you do is your web page and your business cards? So this is like the top of the cake. Super nice that you have an e-card version, very small version of your website as an e-card that you can share with a tap of the phone. I don't think the business cards are going to be a thing of the future. Actually, they have been a thing of the past for a long time now. And since COVID, I don't think that we're ever going back to use business cards. I actually ran out of business cards a week ago. And I told my husband, I don't think I'm going to order more business cards. Like, who I'm giving them? Like, how am I going to disinfect my business card to give it to somebody else? Like, can I spray my business card? Like, I start with all these questions and I say, I need something different for business cards. Well, we just happen to have this tool with our website platform. An e-card is an electronic business card. Couldn't be simpler than that. That display a lot of things. It have a lot of things. You may have a digital e-card already. Let's see if you can check mark all these things with me. First, you have to have a link to your domain. Of course, your business card says www.stlrealtor.com, like mine, right? But the thing is, you cannot click on your business cards. You have to have the link to your website. You have to have multifunctional menu to share information. We're going to talk about the menu later. Real estate agent profile picture, your photo. People, stop putting the broker logo there. It's your photo. Okay? How many agents does this office has? 900, did you say before? Okay, so do you want to be the face of another 900 realtors in your e-card? No. Very nice to have your broker logo on your web page where it belongs by the FREC. Your business profile picture is not a logo, it's your face. Go take professional pictures and use a picture of you. You face, you are your brand. Remember that. Name and access to your social networks. You have to do that. You have to have all these things and resources right away. So your Facebook, your page should have links to your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all your accounts. People have to be whatever they want. You don't know who's looking at your profile. Maybe that person doesn't have Facebook, but it does have LinkedIn, so you're going to click on your LinkedIn account and find more about you. Or maybe you're talking to a millennial who have TikTok or Instagram. Give them options and let them choose where they want to validate you. Okay, you can have unlimited links, let me tell you. Professionally, I think more than 12 is not necessary. You don't want to build a document here. You just want 12. I don't have more than 8. I have 8 links and that's it. Up to 12, I recommend. Don't do more than that. You don't need it. Most probably, you just need to use another one on the top. Message button for people to send messages and receive messages from your e-card, WhatsApp, phone calls. And I love that option. Before 10 Minutes website has this tool, I have to say I use Linktree, and Linktree didn't give me that option for free. You have to pay like a lot monthly to be able to have something on the background. And just an e-card with no backgrounds is no fun at all. So have a picture in the background. Okay, the e-card menu is just 6 different ways to share your card. What about that? You can save the card, tap the card, send the QR code. It's just share, 6 different ways. So you can give your information with the tap of the phone to another phone, or you can give your information, send it as a text message, or send it as a code. It's just to share, because the main goal here is to share your card, is to give it away. So it will give you all the options you need to be able to share your information with somebody else. I'm going to tell you one reason why it's better than business cards. One, you give away a business card, and that means that that person has to receive it, type it on their phone, maybe made a mistake on the email, okay, and save you on your phone. It won't come with your picture, by the way. But the e-card, you give them the information, is all there, and they just have to save it. They just have to accept it, open it. And that's it. And suddenly, they have your phone number, your email, your mobile, or your Facebook information, all your websites. It's like, find me, I'm here. I keep saying, realtors, we are not secret agents. We are public faces, and we have to be there. We have to be reachable, and they have to be able to find us. And this is just a great tool that allows you to do that. So, checking again. This is basically what your web page needs to do. So production can help me to display the list on the screen. And you're going to take a picture of the screen right now, because this is exactly what you need to do. You need to have all these things that I have explained to you in detail. I'm not going to read you the list again. You're going to take a picture or a screenshot of your screen, of the video, and check mark here and make a note of the things that you may need. Or even better, Listen to me, because I'm going to offer you a solution so you can get everything in one place. Okay? Point is, those are the tools. This is a magic recipe. Everybody keep asking me, Esti, do you have like an amazing recipe? What is it that you do? What's your secret? Well, secret recipe is right here. It's all these tools combined, what creates a great product, and in conjunction with social media, you can create marvels. You can just change the way that you do real estate. Yes, ma'am.
Two questions, actually. Hi. My name is Doris Torres. And
Hi, Doris.
Hi, how are you? All right, so I wanted to know, you talked about being a specialist in,
Yes.
In one particular farm area.
Yes.
I know that, the whole idea of being able to be open and versatile and making it, I know that you want specialization in an area, but can you have like more than one farming area?
Yes,
Okay.
sure. By the way, I am a specialist on Coral Spring, but I work hand in hand with Weston and Park Lake and Sunrise. So I do cover around like 20 miles around.
All right.
But I focus my marketing in Coral
one
Springs.
area. Okay.
Right?
All right.
We don't have developers in Coral Springs. I don't have any developers. So when I do developers, I talk Parkland and I talk Weston for my developers.
All right.
You see?
Yes.
And I just recently, decided to go back and promote Metropica again. And that's a little away from my farming area. But for example, I'm not promoting anymore, what's the name? I forgot the name. Aqualina. It's too far away from me. I really love the developer, but I'm not going to drive 50 minutes every time I want to display. Like, no, thank you. I have a realtor down there from my office, which I work with, and every time we have a client together, I send it to her. So I have partners. I have people working in other places because I don't want to move 30, 40 minutes every time I want to do a showing.
Okay, so I have another question as well. I know that the push is to try to be able to be savvy with moving around with the media and everything, but we have a customer who's, I would say, in his late 60s, going into 70, and he just sold his house, but he's not into any media whatsoever, nothing. He doesn't, everything has to be, he calls it the old-fashioned way. But he likes to be on top of everything.
I understand.
So in a situation like that, I guess you have to resort to just doing a lot of the individual contact. And
of course you do. Keep in mind that like our presentation today is to reach to more leads and potential leads online. Right. That is like one exception of the rule. And I do have a lot of clients like that too, But how I do keep my ball rolling? Why is it that I manage to get new, fresh clients every way? It's because the leads I generate through my social media. So I maybe get a referral from this client that came, from a friend. He didn't saw me on Facebook. He didn't saw me on Instagram. He came as a referral. That's why we talk about a circle of influence at the beginning. But we're talking about out of there. How do we get leads from everywhere else? There you go. So that's exactly. What do you think a budget for a real estate website like this will be? Do you guys have any idea what page like that will be? Well, I'm going to tell you. If I am a brand designer, by the way, and I do website. If I have to build this website from scratch, just for you, it will cost no more than $3,000. It will cost no less than $3,000. It's very expensive. Programmation, videographers, like a lot of widgets develop. If I have to build them from scratch, it will be, but by sure, at least $3,000. I maybe charge more because I'm going to have to hire other people to do other things for me. But realtors don't pay that for a website. They want it all. They don't want to pay the $3,000 that it costs. And why would you? Like, why would you do that if you can have other kinds of resources? So let's see. What about I show you how to create a website like the one I show you without paying $3,000? That will be interesting, right? So I think let's do it. Let's go and do that. We're going to be on screen now, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. we're going to log in here with a user and a password. There you go. I just enter into a link, I log in, and it's asked me for two things, my information and the user photo. Okay, so information, I'm just gonna pretend I'm one of you right now. It's gonna ask me for my name and last name, good that I know that. It's gonna ask me for my email, of course I'm gonna do my, real estate email, and then it's gonna ask me for my number, right? My phone number, 305-450-2217. I guess that because it says that people is gonna contact me by text messages and WhatsApp and everything else, it needs my phone number many times because it's gonna ask me for a lot of different ways to contact me and reach me. And yes, I'm gonna say, yes, my phone number here, 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 here. All phone numbers. And then it's gonna ask me for my address. Interesting. So address, I guess, what about we use the address of Partnership Realty, right? The address of my office, correct? Good. And we are in the United States. It's gonna be Florida all the way in. Florida. Oops. One more time. Here we go, Florida. And city will be West Palm Beach, it's right here. And the zip code of the office is 33406. Yes, there you go. Another email in case that I lost access to the first one, my real estate license. The name of the broker, well, that was easy. It's gonna be Partnership Florida, right? Partnership Realty, I keep saying Partnership Florida. Nobody have corrected me yet. And 2 MLS numbers. What is the MLS number? When you have a listing, each listing comes with a number, right? And that number is the number that you need to add here. You need to tell the system, find these listings, 2 of them, so you can find the office that hold these listings. And that's how the system connects to all the other listings in the office. And you have to tell them which association are you in. And you say, okay, these listings on the Miami Association of Realtors. And guess what? That was it. That's all you need to do. We give them that information. We give them the, by the way, you don't know any listing number. Just ask your broker. It will give you 2 listings, IDs. Or you can get them into Matrix. Go into Matrix and search for your broker and get 2 listings ID. But I am sure any of the beautiful ladies outside there can give you just 2 listings ID, and that's all you need for real. I will recommend you too to please be sure you always use, to be in compliance, your broker address. Never use your personal address or your home address. That's not in compliance. You can know, like one of the things Fred told you is not to display that you are your own broker. You have to be careful with that. Okay, so that was done. And now it's going to ask me for a picture. And here it is. I'm just going to choose a picture I have right here in my desktop. Amazing photographer, by the way. If you want to have in touch with them, send me a text later and I will give you her information. Yes, that's me. That's me with makeup. It's just a difference. We update the picture and it's done. Now we can just click here, see my website. And look, I already have a website. With buyer resources is here, with the guides are here already for me, and the search, properties for sale already here, properties for rent, articles, a bio that I might need to work a little bit more, the contact page, and look at this. You have a blog right here. The blog and more properties. And I'm going to show you, this is the web page you get when you first talk and with 10 Minutes website. The first time that you come with us and you ask us for a website, you can get something actually less than 10 minutes. It didn't took me 10 minutes here. I just sat down. It's like 3. But customer service is our secret tool. Once you talk to us and you become in contact with us, then you can get something like that. This is my page once I talk to customer service. And I come, I change the pictures on the background because I didn't want to display, the house everybody like. I wanted to display botanical, right? Because I like Botanico. And then I made my properties look a little bit different. I add spaces in between. I add my commercial properties that are not in the MLS, I add them here too. And I activated my new construction profile to choose which properties I wanted to share with. I create a specific, more than the guys, I create this. Well, actually, guess what? Customer service helped me to create this amazing lead capture tool. Thank you. To actually give free neighborhood report from Coral Springs. To tell Coral Springs, download a free neighborhood report. I went to the RPR app, and I actually download for the RPR this report, upload it to the system, and create this space, this tool, this bar in my website that allow me get leads from people that want to know more about the neighborhood. A lot of different reports. You can do like 6 different kind of reports. Properties for rent. Look how my bio look now. You know, yeah, much better. I updated, right? I actually add a widget, a code for people to see my Instagram too, you see? So it's different. It's not like the same page that you have now. You did it just next to me. My page now have Instagram too, and I added articles, and I went into the blog, and I created my own articles too. Like, it comes with articles. Your page will come with articles already, but you can create your own, and you can talk to your community like on a one-to-one level. You can talk to them. I created a space that's called News and Events, and my page has things that you won't have. I will talk to you facts about Coral Springs and about the free yoga classes that we have at our park. I create content on my webpage that is specific to me as a realtor and what do I have to offer to my community. So right now, I changed from this to here with a couple appointments with customer service. I have an active web page, but a couple appointments later, I have a unique web page. It has nothing to do with the page that my fellow realtor created next to me. Because I give it my color, I give it my info, and right now it's totally different. As you can see, I even did quarantine tips and advices on my webpage. Why not? That's you talking to your community. That's you caring, right? That's the right branding, guys. Coral Spring Recycle Simplified. Let's talk about recycling programs, because you may not be buying or selling at all, but I want you in my database. So whenever you're ready, you will think of me first, because I am the realtor in my area that talk to you no matter what. I have to be able to talk to you. It doesn't matter if you're a buyer or a seller. By the time you're ready, you will think of me. I have to be your realtor to go. Make sense? I will not wait until you think you're ready. No, I have to be there first. Okay, so let's go back to my presentation. And I may need technical support back here to help me make the presentation go again. Thank you. Technical support is coming. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. So we did that. We tried. I show you. We did it very fast. I even show you what is it that you're gonna get very fast, and how you can actually make it grow and make it unique, right? Showing you my own. I'm gonna actually tell you something. I used to have another website provider, and Milton, one of the owners of Temina's website, came to me and said, I can give you everything you have and more. And I actually laughed. I said, yeah, you know, I am a brand manager too, and I do social media. They were like, what do you think you're saying? And he said, I say that I can give you more for what you actually saying you have. And I used to tell people how to use their websites on social media with the other page I had, until Milton came into my way. and he literally stand there and show me, because I wasn't actually ready to see by myself, all the things that he was able to do. If you are a 10 minutes website client right now, and you're not happy with your web page, you don't know how to use it. Call customer service. I don't know any customer service better as a client than 10 minutes website. And as a designer, it gives me all the freedom I need to build the website I wanted to have. I only have to do a couple of training, a couple of calls to the customer service, and I got what I wanted. It's so amazing to be able to have an idea and make it happen. And 10 minutes website will do that for you. They will make it happen. And this is like me selling you 10 minutes website, but it's also a testimonial. The reason I'm here today is because I'm a happy client too. I have them as my provider, and I'm very happy. They never say no. If they don't have it, they will say, we're working on it. And they will start working like that second on that, and we'll make it happen. And they're fast. Okay, and they listened. Like, it's all about customer service. It's all about the experience on having a product that works for you. And they are here in the market. They may not be realtors, but they are here dedicated exclusively to work with realtors. And the reason I'm working with them as a realtor is because they make me happy. They just give me everything I need to do the things I need to do real estate. So it couldn't work better. So, yeah, that's part of his presentation, by the way. What do you think we need to make a website like this without paying $3,000? Well, of course, we're going to talk about 10 minutes website. I already talked about them. And 10 minutes website, let's just get to the point, is a matter of $50 a month. That's it. That's all you're going to pay. There is no setup fee. You're not going to pay a designer. You have a totally include customer service that I just showed you. Customer service is all you need. Every single one of these guys is amazing. They are the heart.
Customer service is from what time to what time?
Customer service is there from what time in the morning in the back? 8 to 5? 8 to 5. Customer service is there 8 to 5. And you can just click on a customer service button and connect to them right away. There is no setup fee, 30 days trial. This is a candy nobody read. And it's amazing how you guys forget about this. You have 21 days of digital marketing include. Told me about training. They give you 21 days of training to teach you how to do this and to do it right. That training itself could be $300, and they are including it. Just give it to you, just because you're their client. You can go ahead, subscribe today, do the 21 days training, and if you're not happy, they even let you go. They say, okay, if we didn't convince you in 30 days, you can go. But guess what? After that training, and all the results you're going to see, you're not going anywhere. But that's how much they trust in their service. They just give it to you and let you try it, so you become confident of what you can achieve with that. Only $50 a month, and let me tell you, if you're a realtor and you did a website, you're going to pay a monthly fee no matter what, or no matter who. Because in order to have an IDX provider, you have to pay a monthly fee. That's it. And you're not going to have a web page without properties, right? You have to have properties anyway. So you pay the fee to be able to have the IDX. And all the other things that I told you on those 3 lists, that I needed 3 lists to show you, all of that is included in your $50. There is not a better inversion than that. So let's start your free trial today. All you have to do is send a text message, like this is how we start. You send a text message to this phone number. So everyone just grab their phone. There's no commitment right now. You just grab your phone and send a text message and write the word Realty. Lowercase, uppercase, whatever you wanted, but Realty. Right? Type the word Realty to that phone. You're going to get a message with a link. And that link will open the page as I showed you on the screen before. You can, I think they can, production, can they review this video again? Yes? You can see this video one more time and go with me through the video and do it all over. But Come on, you know your name and your phone number, right? That's all you need. And let's just call the office and ask for 2 MLS numbers. That's all you're going to need. And 5 minutes later, you're going to have an active web page. Right after that, contact customer service. I think customer service contact you directly the first time. They will be in contact with you. You will get a message from our customer service telling you constantly that they want to help you to build your website further. And that's it. Start your training. Do the 21 training. You are going to love it. So I'm going to send you back to the screen, to the phone number and the word Realty. Just send the word Realty to 754-465-9393. Text message, guys, is not WhatsApp. You send a text message, and that's all you need. Questions?
Yes.
Yes, I got to the question part, finally.
10 minutes, a local businesses. Are you guys a local business?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and also with all the websites are Mac friendly.
Mac and PC friendly. We are, with no matter the platform, we are 100% responsive. Yes.
Customer service 8 to 5.
Yes, customer service is 8 to 5.
And any extra charges for the after the $50?
No, but I'm going to mention something that I noticed as a client. Okay, there is not an extra service, but if you want the SSL, remember that you have to buy your domain. We won't sell domains. Buy your domain, right? Your name, the address of your webpage. In my case, it's strealtor.com. Buy your domain. I would recommend Google domains. I'm just a Google lover, so everything is Google for me. Go Google domains, buy your domain, buy your SSL certificate for your domain, or you can get the SSL with Terminus website. They offer that as an extra service, but you can get SSL anywhere. You don't have to get it from Terminus website. You can get it from them because it's an amazing price. They offer a super price for the SSL that is not competitive to anything else. And they set it up for you. So that's the trick, you know. If you buy it with Terminus website, you don't have to set it yourself. Like, they will set it up and make your site secure.
For the setup,
yes,
people has to give a credit card information,
yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, but we won't charge you the first 30 days. You give us the information, and you can cancel 30 days before your before the trial is over. You can cancel at any time. And if you cancel 1 day later, customer service is so nice that they will return your money. We charge you by mistake, and you can just continue. This is a tip, right? Go ahead and do the 21 days training. If after those 21 trainings you're not happy, then you cancel. But let me tell you, if you do the training, you're not going to cancel, because that's the thing. We will give you everything you need to know for those $50. Any other question? No? Yes?
Can you go back to where you have all the features that are available?
Of course, that's my favorite screen. There you go. So it's all of that for $50.
So,
Yes.
since we're a team, we're a husband and wife.
Oh, that's so cool. That's a very good thing.
Should we have like just one website, or would that work?
You know what? I'm going to tell you what I think it could work. Okay? I have seen both the scenarios where each one have their own websites and when they have websites together. Okay? I will, if it were me, if I were, you know, my husband were a realtor too, I will have one website, because my husband will do a different side of the real estate than what I do. We won't be both on the street. So he will be on the phone, on the calls, making appointments, and I will be the one showing. And because we're dealing with different parts of the business, one page is enough for me. It's the same clients we're building up. Make sense? So if that's your case, and you're taking different responsibilities into the real estate business, one page will do. Yes? Okay. That's the truth. There is anyway a lot of married people that are not working as married that will ask me the same question and say, yeah, but you know, his account's my account, his clients, my clients. Then I will say, you have different websites, because like no way that we can split clients from a same platform. But you're going to share the same database, and everything comes together into one place. Make sense? So that will be the thing to consider.
all this just for $50
And
a
all
month.
of that just for $50 a month. It's unbelievable, right? It doesn't look real. So if you haven't done that yet, I'm gonna return to the screen where I leave you the information so you can just send a text. And
Oh, yeah, we already sent it.
good. That's good people right here. So that was everything for today. Thank you very much for having me, and I hope to see you soon. Oh, my information contact. There you go. So that's no business cards anymore. Everything is digital, and I'm keeping social distancing. So there you go. To give a business card, I will need like an extension of my arm to get 6 foot away. So yes. So here's the information from 10 Minutes website and from me. I do social media marketing, right? And if you have any questions, just send us a text. Let us know how we can help. Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
And one more question, sorry. The technical support that you have from 8 to 5, is that 7 days a week or only 5 days a week?
5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Okay, so thank you again. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you to Partnership. I will be back soon. Definitely, invitation has been sent. And I hope to see you all guys one more time. Bye-bye.